morning. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to our annual Employer Appreciation Breakfast. It's so good to see so many friends and partners in the room this morning. I am Andrew Wells, and I have the honor of serving as Chicago Urban League's Director of Workforce Development. Each year, the Workforce Development Center provides employment and training opportunities to more than 2,000 job seekers. I'm proud to say that over the past 5 years, we consistently exceeded our goals and connected more than 7,000 people to jobs. Back in June, we hosted our 5th annual citywide job fair with our partner JobCase. More than 2,300 people were in attendance, and over 1,200 people received interviews and/or job offers. We're still tallying up the information on the jobs, and that information will come out before December. I have to give a special shout out to Fred Goff. Am I saying that right? Goff. Fred Goff and Christopher Scranton, because they came all the way from Boston to be with us this morning. Therefore, on behalf of the Chicago Urban League, the Board of Directors, and the Workforce Development Team, I would like to thank you for supporting our mission and contributing to the great work that impacts so many lives in the communities we serve. The Urban League is in the hands of a very capable person. Her professional journey is guided by confidence and determination. She doesn't flinch, blink, or stutter when conducting business. You can fact check that. I've been to several meetings with her, and it's outstanding to see something like that. She has served with distinction in several prominent roles in financial services and the public sector in the Chicagoland area. She is the first woman appointed as city comptroller and the first black female to serve as treasurer in the history of the city of Chicago. Would you please join me in welcoming our interim president and CEO, Barbara Lumpkin.
Those very kind words. My family would be happy to hear that, because I think they thought I just moved to Chicago and played around all the time. Again, good morning, everyone. I'm Barbara Lumpkin, and I'm honored to serve as the interim president and CEO for the Chicago Urban League. It is a great honor personally to serve in this role. As Andrew said, my career prior to this sort of encompasses both public and private sector and a bit of not-for-profit as well. So I see this role as an opportunity to really draw on all of those anchors within my career and to pepper it into the confines of the Chicago Urban League. I want to thank all of the employers for being here today. Together with you, we've been able to meet and exceed our goals of employing individuals and keeping them on their track for their careers and supporting themselves and their families. So we greatly appreciate that. I want to have you know that although don't know you personally, I know a lot about you from Andrew, and it has been great to hear the stories, to hear the testimonies, to meet the individuals that we've had the pleasure of serving as a result of your efforts. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to make certain that you know that going forward, we expect all but more good things. So we will put on our collective good hats and think of how we can come up with more meaningful ways to collaborate, and also ways that we can help advance this mission. As you know, the Chicago Urban League is one of the more prominent affiliates within the 90 affiliates across the nation of the National Urban League structure. Our goal continues to be anchored by our mission. We are definitely what we consider an advocate, we are a convener, and we are definitely a supporter in making certain that we address those issues that people are facing as it relates to housing, education, employment, youth development, and entrepreneurship. All of those things are very important to us, and all of you make that goal, our goal of achieving all the touch points that we need to possible. So I want to thank you for that. Going forward, you'll hear a lot about it. We have a wonderful video that has been put together that I think will give you a bit more about what I just mentioned. So why don't we take a look at the video? And this is why we so appreciate you so much. It's hard to see or hard to talk about the mission without wanting to tear up or whatever, but the fact that someone talks about getting the keys to their home, their life, the possibilities beyond that, they are endless. And we know that there are others who could be touched by the same. I'd like to, at this point, acknowledge some champions in the room. I'd like for all of the workforce development folks, give a yell, wave your hand, show yourselves. I'd like to thank you for your Thank you so very much. And also I'd like to acknowledge the expanded team here. We have other members of the Chicago Urban League team here, and also if you would stand and be acknowledged as well. I thank you so much for allowing me to join you. And thank you for going along with me on this journey. Andrew.
Success stories with you, but who's better to tell a story other than a participant? Introducing Nia Franklin, our Opportunity Works Youth Jobs Initiative Program participant, is Letitia Brandon.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Letitia Brandon again. I'm the Career Development Specialist for 18 and 24-year-olds. So the young lady that I'm going to introduce today is not just a participant. She's a go-getter. She's a voyager. She's the one who, when you present her with an opportunity, she does it with poise, grace, and hard work. And then she also comes back and pulls other Opportunity Works participants up with her. That's one thing that we love her. We call her our stellar star. So without further ado, Ms. Nia Franklin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Ms. Brandon, for those kind words. My name is Nia Franklin, and I am a Chicago Urban League's Opportunity Works graduate. I am honored to stand before you and share my experience with the Opportunity Works program and how your partnership with the Chicago Urban League has helped mold me into the successful woman that I am. December 2017, I received a text message from a 1-800 number. The message directed me to an Eventbrite link. I clicked on the link, and it was an invitation to sign up for the Opportunity Works program here at the League. I had no knowledge of the Chicago Urban League or what they stood for. All I knew was that I needed a job, and this program was created to help me get one. I signed up and showed up, and the rest is history. The Opportunity Works program has opened doors and created paths to help me operate in a spirit of excellence. During the course of this program, I had to dig deep and discover who I am, what skills and qualities I possess, and use my why to help motivate me to keep going and to never give up. Because of this program, I can walk confidently into an interview knowing that I can do and become anything that I put my mind to. After completing the program, I was able to obtain a position that offers a lucrative income. Without your partnership, this would not have been possible. So employers, I thank you for partnering with the Chicago Urban League. Your partnership has helped the Chicago Urban League build and sustain African American communities, build leaders, and instill knowledge into youth and young adults. Thank you for providing me and other youth and young adults with the inspiration, motivation, knowledge, skills, and opportunities we need to help us achieve our potential. You are truly appreciated. Thank you.
My name is Patrick Coburn. I'm a senior program manager here at the Chicago Urban League. Our next participant success story is a graduate of our Construct program, sponsored by one of our partners, Commonwealth Edison. The Construct program is a 9-week program that provides information and training to prepare individuals for jobs in the utilities and construction industries. And so at this time, I'd like to bring Dexter Allison II up to tell his story.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank everybody for coming out here today. I first heard about the Construct program a few years ago. My father actually went through the program at this very same location. He met with Mr. Colbert. He went through the program. He passed all his classes. He graduated, and he got a job. So seeing him go through that program and go through that process made me proud as his son, and made me want to follow his footsteps. What made me want to join the Construct program was my job history. I was going through a lot of different situations where I was working, I was having jobs, but I wasn't really living up to my potential for myself. I wanted to transition from a job to an actual career, and this program has truly given me that opportunity. One thing I wanted to say is, going through the program, I learned a variety of both personal and professional skills that can be used. We went through Microsoft Excel training, project management, customer service. We did interview skills. We did 30-second elevator speech. We did, I'm trying to think, so much stuff. We did job shadowing, just a lot of incredible opportunities. One thing that would truly stand out for myself personally was the opportunity to meet with a bunch of different CEOs and executives, getting to talk with them personally, getting to know their intake on their different markets, things of that nature, just building professional relationships with them. I feel as though without this program, those opportunities would have never existed for myself. So moving forward to now, as Mr. Colbert alluded to, I recently graduated. I'm working for Entrant LLC currently. I'm proud to say I'm the first African-American male in there working in a business development. Very important job. What I do on a daily basis affects their bottom line. If we bid on a project that's too high, we miss out on job opportunities. If we bid on something too low, we lose money. So it's a very, very good place to be. They treat me very well, and I'm just happy to be here. So lastly, I want to thank each and every organization and individual who has been part of the program. Again, I can say this has truly changed my life for the better, and I know a lot of hard work, time, energy, effort, frustration, everything, but it really does work. I appreciate every single one of you and everything you've done. Thank you. And shout out to Mr. Colbert as well. He's been very, very helpful.
Communities across Chicago. These organizations establish programs and workforce systems to combat unemployment. They also build coalitions to transform neighborhoods. At this time, I would like to call up front with me my leader, Barbara Lumpkin, Katrina Lindsay, and Monique Shelton.
The second award is the Innovative Award. The Innovative Award is presented to ComEd for their commitment and innovative approach to combat unemployment and underrepresentation in Chicago. Accepting this award is Ms. Susan Oliveira.
This is wonderful. We at ComEd, we're super excited. We've been working with the Chicago Urban League for a long time now, since we started the Construct program in 2013. Chicago Urban League was one of our first partners when we started. Since then, with just a few nonprofit organizations, and since then we've grown this program to 8 nonprofit organizations, from 10 companies to 45 companies, and you've been with us along the way since the beginning, have had incredible placement of candidates. I'm so proud of Derek for being here today. He's one of many that we've been able to place at the Chicago Urban League and the solar program. So I'm looking forward to continue with the Construct program, the FEJA, Future Energy Jobs Act solar program with Patrick, who are great leaders. Thank you, Patrick, and thank you, Andrew, for everything you do. Let's keep going.
Our next award is the Community Builder Award. The Community Builder Award is presented to Chicago Transit Authority for your commitment and significant contributions to improve African American communities in Chicago. Accepting this award is Mr. Juan Pablo Prieto.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
On behalf of President Carter and Chairman Peterson and everyone at CTA, we'd like to thank the Urban League for this great honor. We've been partnering with the Urban League on workforce initiatives at CTA on our construction projects since 2013 as well. And we continue to do so, and we'd like to continue to work with the Urban League and organizations like it to build on our successes. We want to make sure that those that work on our construction projects not only look like the communities in which the project is being built, but like the community that we serve every day that rides our service. Thank you very much.
The next award is the Workforce Impact Award. The Workforce Impact Award is presented to Amazon for their commitment and significant impact in providing economic opportunities in the African American communities in Chicago. Unfortunately, Amazon could not be here today, so we're going to ask Ms. Kimberly Pearson to accept this award on their behalf.
Say this real quick. Amazon has been with the league since what, Kimberly, last year, July, and they do all of their recruitment here and onboarding. So just in the beginning of the fiscal year, last year in 2017, from July 1st, 2017 to December, they hired 522 people. And as you know, they're ramping up right now, so they just could not commit the staff to come today because they just hired a boatload of people. You know, maybe I shouldn't use that term, but they just hired a lot of people.
And last but certainly not least, the Collaborative Award. The Collaborative Award is presented to Jobcase for their commitment to providing a diverse pipeline of minority talent to the workforce here in Chicago. Accepting this award on their behalf is Mr. Fred Goff.
Andrew's nervous because I tend to talk long. This is a privilege. We thank you. We as 140 geeks back in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and it's 90 million registered members, about 1 million in greater Chicago area on the Jobcase platform. What I'm really excited about is I get invited to go East Coast and West Coast for these conferences on the future of work. And usually they're talking about artificial intelligence displacing jobs, trends of skills gap, independent work. They talk about problems that people are facing in trying to get forward in their work life. But they're usually talking about financial analysts, paralegals, diagnosticians in hospitals. And there's a part of me, as a kid who grew up in Toledo, Ohio, which is basically a suburb of Detroit, that thinks of that scene in Die Hard where Bruce Willis says to Reg Bell Johnson, "Welcome to the party, pal." We know about adversity that people have been facing in their work lives for a long time. I think that this country has incredible aspirations, incredible values we try to get to that sometimes we too often fail. I think all people created equal. I think equal access to opportunity. And what's really exciting for Jobcase is when we look at our partnership with Chicago Urban League, for 100 years, the Chicago Urban League has been filling in the gaps where the reality misses aspirations. And in doing so with such effective outcomes. I look at how awesome Naya are and Dexter, and you see these stories of Charles Stoke. How could we not be privileged to you allow us to help you, empower you? Jobcase platform is extremely powerful. We have a lot of people on it. We're an extremely humble company. We don't know how to get a job at Walmart. We get you in touch with the expert, who's a lady who was just there. But the speed of change these days is extremely rapid. And all of these trends, AI, automation, independent work, wage stagnation, frequent job changes, 1099s on W-2s, they're really daunting. All of these trends are really exciting. If you take the reins of control in your own hand, it's never been closer to reach that vision of equal opportunity for everybody. Because institutions aren't going to move fast enough. But when we go across boundaries, when we go for-profit, non-profit, government working together, man, can we work fast. And it sure seems like you've got the right leader in Barbara to figure out how to forge these. And I know you've got the right team with Andrew and Kimberly and Karen and the people we've met, and they're so effective. So we just hope that we can be this power that you can take control of and move forward. I mean, it worked for you guys in Chicago to get Theo to come from Boston, so let's see if it works to get Jobcase to come from Boston. We're here for you as much as you can have us. There's a lot we can do to help you. It's our privilege, and thank you for letting us be a part of this journey. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Barbara, Katrina, and Monique for coming up. And also, let's give another round of applause to our honorees. Again, I'm honored to lead such a talented team, and they all deserve recognition for their hard work and dedication. One person joined the team back in 2015 and has done an outstanding job, giving 200% all the time. This person brings positive energy to the team and is always ready to pitch in to assist whenever we need them. At this time, I would like to call Andre Barisi to the front.
Good morning. I just want to say that it's an honor and a privilege to work with Chicago Urban League and try to help people in the community that need our help. Thank you.
Now, I did that this year. I've been trying to implement that for a while to at least acknowledge one staff who goes above and beyond. The whole entire team, they work tirelessly. I mean, day and night. So a round of applause again to the workforce team. Now, I have to figure out where we are. Can we please, wait, before I say that, before I do that, a bowl will be coming around. I need you to put your business cards in it. It's for 2 free tickets to our annual Golden Fellowship dinner. So I hope you win, and if you don't have anyone as Barbara Lumpkin's guest, she was so generous, and I'll tell you, I was almost afraid to kind of ask her for it because, again, you know, as I mentioned earlier. But if you win and don't have anyone to take with you, I am available. Okay? So, cue the lights, please.
Wow. Okay, Andrew, that's quite an introduction here, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I am so excited to be here and really excited about this great breakfast, one of my favorite events, actually, besides the gala. And I'm just so happy to see so many familiar faces in the room, year over year, constantly supporting the Chicago Urban League, because you know that we cannot do the hard work that you've seen displayed in the videos, that you've heard come through our testimonies, without your support. So before I go into the gala, I want to take a moment and just do something very important to celebrate you. Can we just all clap and celebrate you for your support? The Golden Fellowship Dinner is our signature event. It's our annual event. I'm really excited about it, especially this year. It takes on a special turn. We are very honored to have an interim leader who has been at the forefront of helping us push this message out to secure the critical and crucial support that we need to sustain and maintain these programs that have been developed for over 102 years. So I want to say to you that this initiative supports every program, every service, every initiative that is pushed out
in support of the community. We are so honored to serve. I cannot tell you how proud we are of the work that has happened through the Urban League and how much we value you as partners here in the journey with us. On November the 3rd, we will be, as Andrew said, kicking off our 57th annual Golden Fellowship Dinner. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you have really missed out. Don't let another year pass you by, because this is an opportunity. It's not just a dinner. It's not just a chicken and a beef dinner where you come out and have a meal. This is an opportunity for you to come out, connect not only with Urban League affiliates. We have Mark Morial, our national president, coming to do the keynote. We are very honored to tell you that. It's an opportunity for you to also network, build new friendships. So whether you're a small business or you're a large business, this is your opportunity to get out into the community and really connect and expand your brand and have an opportunity to take your businesses to another level. So there are many reasons for coming to the Golden Fellowship. We want to have an opportunity to celebrate the work that we do, but we also want to have an opportunity to celebrate you. So don't not give us that opportunity to do that, because it means so much. It will happen on November the 3rd. It's going to be held at the Hilton Towers, the historic Hilton Towers, at 720 South Michigan Avenue. We will begin at 6 o'clock. I have information at my table right here. I can provide you with many ways to support this initiative. We have a variety of sponsorship opportunities, and as Barbara often says, you don't have to be present in the room to support the Chicago Urban League. Whether you're able to attend the event or not, we have opportunities for you to support us. Again, we just really cannot do this work without you, and I just would reach out to you right now and just ask you to really consider becoming a part of this great event. Barbara, do you want to come up and share more?
Well, I can't say enough how it has been such a fun opportunity for me to work on such a robust initiative. I mean, we hit the ground running. I just met Casey, as I call her, and we have been working at this. The one thing about the Chicago Urban League is it's the 57th annual Golden Fellowship Dinner, and I probably have attended about 50 of those over my career through various places. This is the premier event in Chicago. We're expecting about 1,600 people. There will be elected officials, appointed officials, senior executives from across the spectrum, both locally and from out of town. Our national president will be in town, and we have some additional surprises we're just not going to tell you about, because then there will be a surprise, know it. But one thing for sure, we've been working since I met Karen, which was June 26th, on this very initiative, and we hope that you will be able to join us. And for sure, the two lucky people who will win, or the one lucky person who will win the 2 tickets, you'll come as my guest, so that'll be kind of fun right there. I assure you, you'll be entertained.
So on that note, we are going to do the drawing. Drum roll. Did everyone get their information in? Oh, one more. We don't want to miss anyone. While we're waiting, I want to take an opportunity to invite another member of our development team. We can't do any of the work that we do without Shirley Tankersley, who's wearing multiple hats. You're not going to mistake this morning. Sit up here, because we can't do it without you, Shirley. Shirley and I will be here to answer questions regarding our sponsorship opportunities, and whether it's a sponsorship or an individual ticket or a donation. Please stop by and let's talk and let's see what we can do.
We got one more.
One more, okay. We don't want to leave anyone out. And we're just preparing for a wonderful event. Yeah, oh wow. Even the Hilton brought a table, for goodness sake. Because they want to be in their own space. If they want to sit, they've got to buy a table. Okay, so there will be one winner with 2 tickets to the Golden Fellowship Dinner as Barbara. Doesn't get much better than that, you guys.
All right, China, it's me and you.
Shake it one more time. Switch it around, Barbara. Switch it good.
Mary Finley.
Wow, Mary! Okay, congratulations. You and a guest are now winners of 2 tickets to the Golden Fellowship Dinner on November the 3rd.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be honored to have you. Thank you for your time. We hope to see you on November 3rd.
All right, now I have glitter all over me. I look like one of the Jacksons. All right, so again, I thank you all for coming out and being with us today. This was to show our appreciation to you. And I would like to mention this. We have Will Rogers in the house. For those of you who don't know, Will Rogers is with the Chicago Defender, and we do a lot of work that the Chicago Defender is able to reach the African American community with information, about our programs and services. And Will pretty much is over the advertisement department. So I invited Will out because, when we're trying to reach and get information to the communities, that's a source that you can use to do that. So feel free to talk to Will if you want to put information out there in the Chicago Defender. So with that being said, thank you all again for coming out. I appreciate your support. And we look forward to seeing you at the Golden Fellowship Dinner. So please purchase your ticket today. Thank you.